Hello and welcome back. This is Candace from Candoodle, and today I'm joining a group of crafty Canadian YouTubers, and we're celebrating Canadian craft companies, products, and shops. We have a total of 16 shops and 2 Canadian paper craft magazines who have generously sponsored today's event. We have over 40 individual prizes, as well as some exclusive discount codes, which I'll talk a bit about more as we get into the video. Today I'm going to be making a fun interactive card using some products from one of my favorite Canadian craft companies called the Penguin Palace. So let's get started. So I am starting out with my MISTI, and I'm going to get some of my Nina 110-pound paper and this super cute stamp set from the Penguin Palace, which is called Bond with Nature Canada. I also have the coordinating dies, which I'll use later to cut them out. So I got some of the images. I have the little bear, the cute little beaver, the maple syrup and maple leaf, some pancakes, as well as the little tree stump that I'm stamping out. And I'm going to stamp this in Gina K Amalgam ink because we are going to do some Copic coloring. So I don't do anything too fancy. I go from lightest to darkest, darkest back out to lightest, and you can see the colors that I'm using on the side there with those caps. So as I'm coloring, I am going to tell you a little bit more about the hop. Emily has done such a wonderful job coordinating all of this, and I'm so happy to be part of this hop with my fellow Canadian crafters. We have over 40 individual gift certificates ranging from $25 to $100 in value, a 1-year subscription to Creative Scrapbooker magazine, and a grand prize package worth $150 from Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. So in total, there's over $1,300 of prizes. So once you're finished watching my video, please leave a comment for your chance to win, and then click on the link in my description below for the next person in the hop. The more you comment, the higher your chances of winning. And also in your comments, if you could indicate if you're from Canada or elsewhere, because a few of the prizes are restricted to Canadian addresses only. All of the giveaway details are on Emily's blog, which I'll have linked below as well. The comments will close on July 11th, and the winners will be announced on July 17th. So you'll definitely also want to head to Emily's blog because there are also tons of coupon codes exclusive for the hop. All of these craft companies have been so amazing and generous in offering all of their prizes and discount codes, so you definitely don't want to miss out on those. So moving back to the card, I am finishing up my coloring. I tried to use some stippling techniques on the little bear's hat to make it look like the Sherpa we tend to wear in the winter here. And then I finished it off with some Canadian maple leaves, of course. So off camera, I die cut all the pieces from the Twist and Pop surprise die from Penguin Palace. I cut the main piece in black and then the rest in white, and the 2 little decorative pieces in some what I call the Canadian tuxedo plaid, the red and black plaid. I also use the coordinating dies to cut out my little stamped images, and then I'm going to start making my little scenes on these Polaroids. So for them, what I like to do is put the Polaroid around and then put that little extra box on the inside so I know where my stamped images are going to be, trace around that so I have an idea of where things are going to go, and then I'm laying out my scene to draw in where the ground is going to be. This is just how I like to set up my scenes. So once I'm happy with how things are look, I draw my ground in with a little pencil, and then I come in with a Copic Multiliner and draw that ground in really nice. So for these, I am just laying down color very simply and easily because I'm going to use a technique on top of this, so I just kind of wanted it to be grassy colored. And then I'm going to come in with my Copic Various ink, and I'm just going to put some of it on a face cloth. Any cloth will work as long as it has those little kind of nubbies that stick out. And as you can see, it adds a really awesome texture to the grass. Then I'm going to come in and do the sky, and I'm just doing this very quick and dirty, putting down ink, and then I'm going to kind of fade out. I want it to have like a focal point looking like the sun is almost setting. So once I'm happy with how those are looking, I am going to come in and glue those Polaroid pieces down, and then we can get our stamped images all set up in there. So I laid them out before to make sure everything was going to fit the way that I liked it. And then once I'm happy with the placement, I am going to glue them down. So I have the little bear eating pancakes with maple syrup, and then on the other one, I have the little beaver standing on his pile of logs. So then I'm going to come in and I'm going to fold my Twist and Pop. This is the main piece that's going to act as the card base. So I'm just folding that and making sure it's going to stand up really nicely before I go ahead and glue those decorative pieces on. I also like to double check that I'm gluing them on the right side because I have done it wrong before. Once I've got those decorative pieces glued down, I am going to come in with some tape runner on that black piece sticking up from the main piece. And I'm also going to put tape runner on the back of one of my Polaroids. And that way I'm going to glue those together with the black piece in the center. And that's what's going to make this card pop up when the recipient opens it from the envelope. And so now I am going to do the sentiments. So I'm coming in with two of the sentiments from that Bond with Nature set. One of them is have the best damn day, which I thought is so funny with the beaver. I love punny sentiments. And then the other one I just says happy birthday A. So one is going to go on each side of these, and I am using my Versamark ink and white heat embossing powder for this. That way I get that white on black look. And then I'm going to mount these on the larger banner, which I cut out of white cardstock. So now moving back to the card, I am going to stick one of these sentiments down to each side, and you're going to want to make sure that you're only putting glue on the left-hand side and sticking it down to the left side on each side of the card. That way it's going to allow your mechanism to twist and pop up, otherwise the twisting part won't work. So once those are glued down, I'm going to come in with my maple leaves just to finish off the card because I thought they were super cute. And this is what it's going to look like when it pops out of the envelope and the recipient opens it. So either way they open it, it'll twist and pop up, which is super cute. And this is also a great card that can sit on a desk or mantle and stay popped up like that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I would love it if you subscribed if you're new around here. Don't forget to check the link in the description for Emily's blog, which has all of the giveaway and discount code details. And in my description, you'll also find the link to the next person on the hop, so make sure that you click on that and hop along to the next video. There is one more important thing I wanted to acknowledge before closing out the video. You may have noticed that I didn't start with Happy Canada Day, and that's because I acknowledge this moment of national mourning and would be remiss not to acknowledge the issues that are happening in our country. I love Canada, and I know that we need to know and do better for the Indigenous people of this land, who continue to suffer from personal and intergenerational trauma, as well as systemic oppression and violence. I exist in solidarity with the Indigenous people of this land we now call Canada, and instead of celebrating Canada Day, I will be donating to the Indian Residential School Survivor Society, as well as continuing to demand action from elected officials on the 94 calls to action outlined in the Truth and Reconciliation Report. We can't collectively work toward reconciliation without first accepting and acknowledging the truth. I will also have information about this linked in my description as well. Thank you once again for being here. I really do appreciate the time that you spend here with me. As always, you can find me over on Instagram at Candoodle Creations, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!